got a lot of fiscal stimulus. You know, I just have to tell you, I'm up here at our conference. I'm talking over 300 companies. The optimism is incredible. And you look at what's happening in M&A, not only in media and telecommunications, what's going to happen, but financial services is going to see a lot of activity, a lot of optimism, earnings strong. Look, I think it's kind of good times right now.
And Tina, from your perspective, how much does it matter how many hikes we get from the Fed and the language around them, given where we are with the markets these days?
Well, the markets are watching the Fed most closely of all, but I think it's important to remember we've got a whole generation of investors and traders who have never managed through a rate hike or geopolitical risks, the other things that we're going to be talking about today. There's a lot of good news out there, but I'm sitting in London and have been talking to CEOs and CIOs all around EMEA markets, and it's not as bullish from here.
Tina, in light of that, I mean, we got the VIX. Tina, in light of that, we've got the VIX around 12 today, ahead of this decision later today, and what's expected to be very closely watched statement and expectations around whether we could see more hikes this year, how many we'll see this year. You know, we've got sort of the Dow moving sideways right now, but we've had an incredible news week. We had this North Korea summit. We had coming off of the G7 and more potential trade fears, the possibility of tariffs being unveiled as soon as Friday. Why do you think markets aren't reacting more strongly right now?
Well, I've been doing this for 20 years now, and one of the obvious points has been that, again, for many people, geopolitical risks have not been a factor in their careers. Talk to older investors, it's a bit different. Wall Street loves the tax cuts and has been selective about the other risks. And I think the inconclusive and not bad news outcome from the summit with North Korea has made it easier to focus on the good news story, and the good news story is compelling. It's my job as the chief political analyst to talk about the things that might disrupt that scenario. But the growth risks from a trade war rather, and any reference to that in the Fed statement is going to be very important, it seems to me.
Ron, I wonder what your reaction is to the green light that AT&T got with Time Warner and the message that sends to the market. On the one hand, a lot of these companies are in reaction mode to the likes of Google, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix. On the other hand, it could be seen that this is a good thing for their prospects into the future. How do you look at it?
I just think that media and telecommunications, the content providers and the delivery of content is going to come together very quickly. It's the direct access to the consumer, and this industry is going to restructure very quickly on the back of this decision.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.